Alright, Kings. I want to put you boys on to a little something. Something which has really, really improved the quality of my life, but also kept me on the straight and narrow, okay? If you're watching this video, you're probably quite an ambitious young man. You're also probably a bit like me, and you're susceptible to becoming misaligned, getting distracted, right? Whatever your distraction of choice might be at the time, we all have different vices. But funnily enough, all of us, we know that when we're doing it, it's not a good thing, but it continues to happen. Why? Well, that's because in the moment when we're indulging in our bad habits, our ego creates excuses or creates paradigms in our mind which makes it okay. Because Lord knows, if you were continually doing bad habits and you realize that they were bad and you were continually self-destructing, it probably wouldn't take you very long at all to stop, because none of us want to have a negative self-image, right? The problem is the ego, when it creates these paradigms where doing our bad habits becomes okay, for example, going out to the club, drinking, drugs, going on a bunch of dates, video games. It creates these paradigms where it's okay to do these things very subconsciously. It's in the back end. It's not obvious that it's happening. Just recently, the last month or so, I went completely off the rails, okay? I'm susceptible to this stuff myself. I am a mere human after all. I'm only human after all, put the blame on me. The good thing with me is that I've trained my brain to start to notice patterns, much like how when you're playing chess, right? You'll start to notice patterns with how pieces move, and that makes you a better player, and you can do the exact same with your brain. So I've trained my brain so that when I start doing outlandish shit, such as going to the club, doing a bunch of drugs, doing a bunch of hedonistic nonsense, right? I've trained myself to think, why? Why am I doing this? You know, there's a reason. Because frankly, it's not that lit. Going to the club, getting pissed up, it's not that lit. Why am I doing it? Why am I trading in my ambition, my fulfillment for fun? When fun is fleeting and fulfillment is everlasting. And the reason is usually because I'm misguided, or I'm trying to fill some sort of void in my heart. Maybe a girl's hurt me, or maybe I just don't feel like I have any clarity when it comes to my day-to-day activities and my business. And I cannot stress this enough, guys. The devil does make use of idle hands. There's going to be all sorts of very small little things that if you continually expose yourself to, it's going to infiltrate your subconscious mind. So for me, I ended up going off the rails, going out to the club, going on a bunch of dates, etc. because I allowed my subconscious mind to become hijacked, and because I was just lacking clarity. But the main thing this time, it changes each time, the reasons, was because I was continually seeing my friends going out to the club, partying. They were sending me photos, them having a good time. They were sending me screenshots of them running outlandish game on dating apps, Tinder, Bumble. And the more that I continually exposed myself to these elements, the more drawn in I became. Have you ever watched a really sick music video, or have you ever watched a set from one of your favorite DJs playing at Coachella or whatever it may be, and you're watching and you just have this like desire to like, oh fuck, I'd love to go out now. I'd love to fucking get in the fucking mosh pit and start sliding off people like a fucking dolphin because of how sweaty it is. Or maybe if you have a very addictive personality like me, maybe you're listening to one of your friends tell you a story about how they did a bunch of fucking cocaine and then climbed a waterfall in Thailand or something. Totally not a real story, by the way. And because of your personality type, you have this like deep-seated desire to be like, fucking, oh man, that sounds fucking fun, you know? And I know that sounds really nitty and really fucked up, but it's true. Like, I'm just gonna be totally honest with you, myself. I have a really fucking addictive personality, and it's a real double-edged sword, because depending on what I give my attention to and my energy, it's very potent energy, very potent, which is all the more reason why this shit is so important. You need to have control over your mind. But anyway, exposing yourself to your friends telling you stories, your friends sending you screenshots of them running loose game on dating apps, etc., you're gonna start slowly getting drawn in more and more and more. And if you continue to expose yourself to those elements, there's gonna be a point where you do slip up. So how do we prevent this? How do we find what's going on in our subconscious mind? And it's very simple. And I don't usually do actionable videos, to be honest. I usually just sit here and tell you guys story and try and give you a bit of inspiration, light a fire under your ass and then dip. But I'm actually going to give you a super actionable thing here, which I want you guys to try because it's really helped me a lot. And it'll take you 5 to 10 minutes at the end of your day. It's a journaling prompt. Now, guys, I know some of you are already thinking, like, oh, just journaling, that sounds really gay, Sam. Like, trust me, I used to kind of think the same. I used to think, journaling, that sounds like a little girly thing to do, a little girly journal. But you can very easily reframe that into, like, something really sick. For example, you could reframe it like, all of the conquerors and fucking G's for our history, they had a fucking journal. Because the things that they think about and the things that they write down on paper are so valuable that at some point, someone's gonna make a fucking book out of it, okay? That's how I like to think because I'm a narcissist. So I've started to journal, guys. But specifically, the prompt which has helped me a lot for this has been, what thoughts have dominated my mind today? Very simple. Now, you might be inclined when you're doing your journal to give an egotistical answer, a very AFK answer, because for me personally, I like to identify as someone who works really hard. I'm a hard worker. Sam Harborne, hard worker, big cock. What else? No, just that. So the answer I always get drawn to, because I'm a lazy cunt when it comes to things like this, is just like, yeah, I was thinking about work probably, you know, and I just move on. I want you to really avoid doing that and genuinely sit there and think about what actually was on your mind. Were you sat at your computer trying to work and low-key you were kind of glancing over at your phone or your second monitor every fucking few minutes because you were waiting for a text back from some chick, for example, because that's one that sometimes gets me? Or were you thinking about how, fucking hell, I've got like a really big bill coming up and really worried about it? Or were you thinking about a fucking Instagram reel that you saw earlier of a party and it looked really fucking lit? I want you to think about this consciously, because when you think about it consciously, you're then making the subconscious things in your brain conscious. And once it's down on paper, once it is conscious, you can actually change it. You can change the direction. Because when your subconscious mind's being infiltrated, it's not like as soon as it happens, you're like, right, I'm gonna go and do fucking cocaine off a stripper's asshole. It's not like that. It happens slowly over time. So if you just do this prompt every single day, you can just realign yourself every single day and avoid going off onto the extreme end, if you're anything like me anyway. I've found that to be really helpful. Very quick video for you boys, actionable video. Thanks for listening, and if you want to learn how to make money online through video editing and to transform your life much like how I have, go ahead and check out my academy. It's the first link in the description. If you're doing all of these self-improvement habits but your life hasn't changed the way it wants to, there's a reason, and that's because you're missing a key ingredient, and that key ingredient is becoming fucking excellent at something and becoming valuable to the marketplace and valuable to people. Video editing changed my life. It can change yours too. Let me know what you guys think about that journaling prompt. Take care. Boom, Boglat!